Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. Holmen kicked off their 6th annual Jingle Fest this morning. Downtown Holmen held local vendors and artisans for guests to do some Christmas shopping. Jingle Fest offered food trucks, warm drinks, a petting zoo, and even visits from Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the Grinch. However, the fest aims for more than just shopping.
Being around people and just being in the festive event, especially with the Grinch and everyone dressing up, it makes it all come together.
A lot of holiday spirit going on here today. I'm hoping to see Santa so I can get on his list.
And to end the night, a holiday light parade started at 5 p.m. There was a little holiday hip-hop flavor in La Crosse this morning. The 5th annual Hip-Hop Breakfast with Santa brought together the community for a celebration hosted by Hope Restores and Black student leaders. Kids were given free gifts, families enjoyed a hot breakfast, and performers got everyone moving with a Santa versus the Grinch dance battle.
It's just about bringing like the community and culture together. Not every Christmas is exactly the same, so we really focus on what's fun, what are the kids into, and so we combine it in one big just box of, fun here.
Hope Restores adds that the goal is to build community connections while bringing joy to local families during the holidays. Runners and walkers hit the trails this afternoon in their best holiday gear, all for a good cause. The 19th annual Ugly Sweater 5K took off with participants making their way along the La Crosse River trails, ending at the Rotary Lights in Riverside Park. The event is hosted by the Rotary Club of La Crosse after hours.
Part of it is just like fun to be engaged with the community, which of course is always a wonderful opportunity. I've been doing a little bit of running in my free time, so that'll be fun. And any opportunity to just be freezing cold and miserable for 30 minutes is a good time.
Proceeds for the event go towards supporting local and international service projects, including this year's partnership with the Coulee Region Humane Society. Today, the St. Mary's women's hockey team hits the ice with a special mission, rallying behind one of their own. The Cardinals are playing for their teammate Riley Vander Esch, who's fighting a rare form of brain cancer. Fans were asked to wear gray this afternoon for Rally for Riley's game, the color for pediatric brain cancer awareness. The team raised money through silent auction, games, and donations.
They'll see a good hockey game, but it's more just to kind of bring awareness to what we're doing. And she's going to be doing a ceremonial puck drop. I mean, like I said, she's still a part of this team. Nothing's changed with that, and really just being there to support her.
All proceeds from today's event will help brain tumor research at St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. The Trempealeau County Humane Society says it's above capacity with both dog and cat areas completely full. Because of that, the shelter is temporarily unable to accept any owner-surrender animals. The staff adds that while they can't take in new pets right now, they can connect owners with online rehoming groups to help find safe, loving homes.
I would suggest it's still calling to leave us a message and be on a waiting list for surrendering. Stray animals are different. If people are willing to help house the stray animals until we can take them, we do have food that we offer them.
The Humane Society says fostering pets and donations are greatly appreciated at this time, and to stay on the lookout for adoption specials this December.
Well, we have a wintry night ahead of us as much colder temperatures move in and some light snow spreads across portions of the area. Right now, we're looking at a winter weather advisory for folks south of I-90. That'll be expiring as we go into tomorrow morning for the potential for around 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. We're starting to see some of that light snow just now entering into the area, but a lot of it will likely be falling in the overnight period. It could make some impacts on local roadways, again, especially for folks south of I-90. But the heaviest of the snow looks to stay into Iowa, where it is right now with some very heavy snowfall moving across central Iowa. Look outside right now in La Crosse. Again, no snow here quite yet, but we're still seeing some cloudy skies and somewhat mild conditions as far as the last few days have been. I looked at the thermometer when I was heading into work, and we were sitting in the upper 20s, and it felt hot. So that really goes to show how cold we've been. We have another chilly day tomorrow, though, so I'll have the details on it a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth spent Saturday in California at a National Defense Forum, where he reiterated that the administration is intent on finding and sinking drug-running boats bound for the U.S. CBS News' Willie James Inman has the latest.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth delivered the keynote address at the Reagan National Defense Forum on Saturday, pledging a commitment to bolster an arsenal of freedom and vowing to take on drug runners.
Here we've been clear: if you're working for a designated terrorist organization and you bring drugs to this country in a boat, we will find you and we will sink you. Let there be no doubt about it.
His remarks come as lawmakers from both parties have questions about Hegseth's role in multiple strikes on a suspected drug boat in the Caribbean in September. Sources tell CBS News that unreleased footage shows 2 survivors of the initial boat strike waving overhead before the U.S. struck again, killing both of those men. One source saying that the actions could have been interpreted as a plea for help or an attempt to wave off another attack.
What I saw in that room was one of the most troubling things I've seen in my time in public service. You have 2 individuals in clear distress, without any means of locomotion, with a destroyed vessel, who are killed.
Republican Tom Cotton defended the strikes.
I saw 2 survivors trying to flip a boat loaded with drugs bound for the United States back over so they could stay in the fight.
Earlier this week, President Trump supported Hegseth in the wake of a Pentagon report that concluded Hegseth violated Pentagon rules on handling classified information and could have endangered troops by sharing details about an impending strike on Yemen over an unapproved messaging app. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
The 60-day relay of the Olympic flame began today. The relay is going through Italy, promoting the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Games. The torch was lit last month in Olympia and formally handed over to the Italian organizers this week. The torch will stop in 60 cities before ending in Milan on February 6th for the opening ceremony. Still to come, Americans are spending this holiday season, but also giving. We'll have your consumer news after the break.
Save big with these hot deals at Menards. All fresh-cut Christmas trees are on sale starting at just $29.99. Lined performance work gloves are only $4.99 after rebate. Get a 16-piece glass food storage set for just $9.97 after rebate. A 5-tier shelving unit only $24.99 after rebate. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
So the Medicare open enrollment is happening now through December 7th. But if your plan has been canceled, don't worry, you have till December 31st to change your plan. At Strive Medicare, we bring over 40 years of experience working with Medicare plans. Let our trusted local team guide you to the coverage you deserve.
We came to Strive Medicare and everything was taken care of.
We're conveniently located inside the Social Security building in downtown La Crosse. Call Strive Medicare today. We're here to help every step of the way.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Americans set records this Thanksgiving weekend, not just in spending, but in giving. And drivers heading home for the holiday may have noticed some welcome relief at the gas pump. Christine Lazar has your Eye on Consumer report.
Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales beat expectations over Thanksgiving weekend. Black Friday spending jumped more than 4% from last year, with online sales hitting a record $11.8 billion. Americans spent big on higher ticket items with steep discounts, and buy now, pay later usage was up 9% compared to last year. On Cyber Monday, shoppers kept grabbing discounts, spending more than $14 billion, according to Adobe Analytics. And as Americans spent more, they also gave more, donating an estimated $4 billion to charitable organizations on Giving Tuesday, according to a nonprofit with the same name. That's up about $400 million from 2024. People donated their time too. More than 11 million volunteered, a nearly 20% increase over last year. If you drove home for the holidays, you may have felt some relief at the pump. Gas Buddy says the average price of a gallon fell to $2.95, the lowest in more than 4 years. And Facebook parent company Meta announced a new AI data agreement with several news publishers, including USA Today, People, CNN, Fox News, The Daily Caller, and The Washington Examiner. The deal will let Meta's artificial intelligence chatbot link directly to articles and websites from those outlets to provide news updates. And that's your Eye on Consumer Report. I'm Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And in this week's top medical news, people with diabetes, especially young adults, face a higher risk of sudden cardiac death. A study in Denmark found while the condition is rare, sudden cardiac death is 3.7 times more likely among people with type 1 diabetes and 6.5 times more common for people with type 2 diabetes. The research also found people with diabetes have a shorter life expectancy on average. Recent studies are also saying that overall trust in scientists remains high in the U.S., but varies greatly depending on a person's political beliefs. A National Cancer Institute study found that 86% of Americans have a high level of trust in scientists as a source of cancer information. However, among conservatives, only 70% said they trust scientists, while among liberals, the number was 93%. Also making medical headlines, could a good marriage keep you from putting on weight? New research from UCLA Health found that people with strong social relationships, especially in good marriages, had enhanced activity in the part of the brain that manages cravings and appetite. As a result, people with more emotional support from others tend to have a lower body mass index and had fewer food addiction behaviors. Still to come, how families in Chicago are receiving extra special Christmas trees this year.
And we have some light snow moving into the area that could make some minor impacts on our roadways. After that, it's going to get a little bit chilly as we go into tomorrow. I'll have a full look at your forecast coming up right after the break.
Blain's Farm and Fleet's huge gift sale is going on now, and that means unbeatable value on unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like 30% off men's work and sport shirt jackets, starting at $27.99. $160 off these men's Thorogood Wellington work boots. Assorted Farberware cookware, buy one, get one half price. Plus, shop a wide range of gift cards, which are always perfect gifts. Knock out your holiday shopping for less during our huge gift sale only at Blain's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Valley Fudge and Candy came about almost by accident. I wanted to be in a craft show, and I am not crafty. So my husband Steve said, well, let's make some fudge like your grandma used to make. We took it to the craft show, totally sold out, and here we are all these years later with over 45 flavors of fudge. What's better for the holidays than fudge? We have individual pieces or gift boxes. Try our holiday or everyday flavors. Stop in the store or visit us online.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, And for Christmas or any other celebration, we have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like pleasing. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Shop doorbusters in every department during the Black Friday sale at Home Furniture.
You're young, but your bathroom is old. I get it. I visit my kids, grandkids, my precious great-grandkids. Doesn't fit their lifestyle. Not safe. Old and ugly. You will be amazed at the transformation you can make in just a few days. New tub and shower with all new fixtures, new toilet, new sink and vanity, new flooring, at an investment much less than you might think. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate on your new bathroom.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
The U.S. Coast Guard shipped 1,200 trees from Michigan to Chicago. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem attended the tree dedication at Navy Pier. The trees will be given to families across Chicago. This tradition is now in its 26th year, and it follows the route of the original Christmas tree ship, which sank in Lake Michigan in 1912 while bringing trees to Chicago. Well, the weather at home is definitely feeling like the Christmas season. We'll send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skolicki for your full forecast.
Oh yeah, we already have plenty of snow on the ground out there, making it feel very festive for everyone as we approach the holidays. And we have the chance for even some more light snow to move in now as we go into the overnight period. Here's a live look at radar. Again, very light snow moving closer to the Minnesota and Iowa border. We've seen a little bit of a more southerly trend in this snow now, mainly seeing the heaviest of it staying south of I-90 with the chance for maybe a trace to get further to the north. But overall, it looks like folks further into northeastern Iowa and southern Wisconsin are going to see the brunt of it. And even then, we're not expecting exceptional snow totals as we go into the overnight period. So let's check it out on our sky tracker again, starting to see more snow spreading mainly south of I-90 as we go into the next couple hours. As we head to about the midnight hour, that's when we can start to see a lot of that tapering off. Still prominent into southern Wisconsin, but for the most part, we'll likely see a lot of it moving out pretty quickly therefore after. So it's a short event prompting somewhat small snow amount levels as far as the snowfall totals will go. But again, the most car accidents and road troubles happen even in these smaller events. So still be careful on the roads tonight if you're going out later in the evening hours. The other thing of note that happens once the snow moves out, we'll start to see a lot of the clouds moving out with it. And by the time that a lot of us wake up in the morning, we're going to see a pretty big difference as far as temperatures go, where we're seeing the clouds holding on a little bit longer into southern Wisconsin. Still going to be cold, but not nearly as chilly as it will be for folks north of I-94, where morning lows for tomorrow will likely be falling below zero. So definitely bundle up in the morning hours. It'll be chilly for everyone, but if you're further to the north, likely going to be even more frigid. Here's what I'm thinking as far as snow totals go. Again, maybe areas I-94 and southward expecting about a trace. 1 inch is really going to be pushing it at this point, as a lot of that snow looks to be staying a little bit further to the south. Folks along I-90 and northward could be expecting about another inch to possibly 2 more. And then we can see areas into northeastern Iowa and far southern Wisconsin seeing possibly over 2 inches. Again, lighter amounts, but still going to be more snow on the ground on top of what we already have out there. As far as those overnight lows go, again, much cooler to the north. Areas north of I-94 likely dipping below zero, for everyone else, for the most part, staying in the single digits when you wake up in the morning. And then tomorrow's highs will have some more sunshine actually poking out, but still going to be somewhat chilly. Most of the area staying in the teens, so still well below average. Or average high for this time of year is still holding into the mid-30s, and we have not been there in quite some time. But we do have a short bit of relief coming as we go into Tuesday before temperatures dip back down again by the end of this upcoming week. We also have multiple snow chances, none of them looking to be major snowfall chances, but we'll have multiple clipper systems coming through, first going into Monday night and then going into Tuesday as well, with a possibility of some more snow coming a little bit later on in the week. But it does look like we'll have a little bit of a break from the flurries as we go into Friday and Saturday at least. Again, multiple snow chances, but most of them look to be on the somewhat lighter side side, still nothing that would merit any of the totals that we saw at the end of November, thankfully, but it's still looking like we're going to get chilly again, even after our little bit of a warm up where we get above freezing by Tuesday. Temperatures will likely fall down again after that.
Well, you know it's December when temperatures in the 30s look exciting.
When that's our warm front or our warm wave, yeah, that's how you know we're in the brunt of winter.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, a playoff run on the line. Could UWL take down the defending champs on the road? Plus, bragging rights up for grabs in the I-94 rivalry. JDS is in next with sports.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate. Support local businesses by shopping at Bean Juice in Jackson Plaza. Start your day off right with fresh coffee, roasted in-house. Open since 2002, Bean Juice is a women-owned company. Enjoy a cup of comfort in a relaxed atmosphere for an elevated coffee experience. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Get sweet savings during Hy-Vee's annual holiday baking sale this Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee butter, just $2.49. 5 pounds of Hy-Vee flour, just $1.48. Powdered or brown sugar, $1.98. Hy-Vee baking chips, $2.48. Get great deals on Carnation evaporated milk, Hy-Vee cream cheese, Hy-Vee pretzels, and more. Save in-store and online Friday through Sunday during the holiday baking sale. Only at Hy-Vee.
Support local businesses by shopping at Bean Juice in Jackson Plaza. Start your day off right with fresh coffee, roasted in-house. Open since 2002, Bean Juice is a women-owned company. Enjoy a cup of comfort in a relaxed atmosphere for an elevated coffee experience. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
All of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, it's been a grind all season long for the UWL Eagles, and now UWL finds itself one win away from the quarterfinals. But to get there, they'll have to take down defending champs on their home turf as the Eagles head to Naperville for a heavyweight clash with the top-ranked North Central. Getting this thing started, Eagles come out swinging. Kyle Haas drop back and connect with Marko Rajkovic wide open in the end zone. Lacrosse strikes first, 7-0. Later in the first, North Central responds. DJ McNeil bulldozes in from 5 yards out, and now we're all knotted up at 7. Second quarter, and the Cardinals start rolling. Garrett Wilson finds Tommy Skokna, and the senior makes 2 miss and then tiptoes his way up the sideline for a 42-yard touchdown. Then Wilson shows off his legs. He keeps it here on the option, and that's 14 yards to the house to make the score 21-7. And then just before the half, disaster for Lacrosse. Haas is picked off by Rashawn Roby, and the junior takes it back 59 yards for a pick 6. North Central takes control up 28-7 at the break. But UWL not going quietly. Midway through the third, Haas evades the sack and connects with Rajkovic again for his second TD of the game. Early fourth, North Central answers. Terrence Allen powers it from 6 yards out, stretching the Cardinal lead 35-14. But the Eagles keep fighting. Haas and Rajkovic once again, this time a 22-yard easy connection. And with time winding down, Haas finds Rajkovic again, this time from 26 yards out, which makes that his 4th touchdown of the game as the game clock comes to 0. UWL season comes to a close, falling 35-27 to the defending champs. Marquette and Wisconsin going head-to-head in the I-94 rivalry down in the Kohl Center. And right out the gate, Badgers show no nerves as Andrew Rohde knocks down a corner 3 to kick things off. And early on, the Badgers are rolling as John Blackwell steps into a 3, and that's automatic. Later in the first, Blackwell creates space off the step back and gets another triple off of a clean look.
Now, Marquette really struggled to shoot the ball in the first half, but Ben Gold gets a wide open look in the corner, and finally one falls. Moving on to the second half, and out the gate, Marquette attacks the basket and gets 3 points the hard way. But Badgers offense continue to stay hot as John Blackwell comes to a stop at the elbow and knocks down the jumper. Badgers winning in dominant fashion. Rapp finds Blackwell in the corner wide open, and the Badgers take down the Golden Eagles 96-76. And back here in La Crosse, Viterbo was back home tonight trying to snap a 5-game losing streak, but Governor State had other plans. The Jaguars come out firing, shooting 51% from the field and forcing 15 turnovers for the V-Hawks. The Jaguars scored 24 points off turnovers, which was the major deciding factor as the V-Hawks fall 80-56. We'll have another look at your weather after the break.
Clock's ticking on holiday shopping. Beat the rush and finish your list for less at Fleet Farm. Get a free DeWalt 20-volt max lithium battery with select Bear Tool purchases during DeWalt Deal Days. Save 30% on field and forest flannel for the family. And get 25% off our entire stock of slippers in-store only. Wrap up your shopping at Fleet Farm with great gifts at the best prices guaranteed. And for even more gift ideas, check out our gift guides at fleetfarm.com.
At Jolivet Family Farms, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Fraser for Christmas trees, wreaths, garlands, bows, fruit and gift baskets, gift cards. Buy fresh, buy local. Concord grapes, cheeses, organic eggs, honey, jams, syrup, pancake mixes, meats, pizzas, specialty chocolates, Wisconsin beer and wines, salsas. Dazzling crafts and decor items. Take home some pies, cookies, bars and breads from our homemade bakery. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
This holiday season, are you noticing mom or dad aren't getting around like they used to? Sometimes the smallest support brings the greatest peace of mind for them and for you. Benedictine Living La Crosse invites you to our holiday drop-in hours, Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 to 1, November 25th through December 17th. No RSVP needed. Just stop by for holiday treats, a warm welcome, and a tour of our supported senior apartments. Visit blclacrosse.org to learn more.
Well, if you're a snowmobiler, we're going to have pretty good conditions for it going into tomorrow, especially for folks south of I-90. Maybe a little bit of a fresh powder on the ground, but it's definitely going to be a chilly day. So you're going to want to be covering up all the skin because we likely won't have temperatures climbing out of the teens throughout the day. And then we have multiple more chances for snow to pass through. The good news is none of them are going to be huge producers of snowfall, and we do have one warmer day. Well, we could actually get above freezing for once. So a good start to the forecast, but then it gets a little colder after that.
Okay, we'll take above freezing, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you here at 10.